Hey there, in this video we are going to look at how to write your first body paragraph. So step one is going to be to write down the character trait that you'll be discussing in this paragraph. You can find those by going back to your introduction and looking at your thesis. In your thesis, you should have written down the different character traits you plan to discuss in your essay. So if you read back through that, mine says, being an explorer means different things to different people. But two character traits you will find any explorer needs to have are perseverance and grit. So the two character traits I will be discussing in my essay are perseverance and grit. So we will start with the first one I listed, perseverance, and that will be the character trait I discuss in my first body paragraph. So now I'm going to go back to that slide and mark that character trait down so that you can remember what you're writing about here. You're writing about that explorers show perseverance. So your next step will be to write your assertion. This is where you make your claim that a character trait explorers need is perseverance. So I can say that. One character trait explorers need is perseverance. So you can make that more exciting. You could add a transition phrase, you could put some adjectives, but that is just a simple base sentence to get us going. My next step will be to give my evidence sentence. So I can't make a claim without providing evidence of why that claim is true. So in my evidence sentence, I'm going to need a lead-in, my evidence, and then a citation. So I am going to be using the article Barrington-Irving, which y'all read for your Unit 3 test, and I need to find something that shows he has perseverance. So perseverance is when you don't give up no matter what, no matter how hard it is. So I'm going to go to that article, and I'm thinking of a spot where he shows perseverance. So if I remember back to what we read, he went on that flight around the world, and I know he faced a lot of obstacles, so I'm going to find that spot. It says he took off with no weather radar, no de-icing systems, and just $30 in his pocket. And then the next sentence says, after 97 days, 26 stops, and dozens of thunderstorms, monsoons, snowstorms, and sandstorms, he touched down to a roaring crowd in Miami. So this shows that he went through quite a bit on this journey, but also that he kept going. He finished it because it says he eventually touched down. So I think that shows him using perseverance. So I'm going to copy this sentence, and then I'm going to paste it in my evidence spot. However, this is a quote, so I need to make sure I give it quotation marks. So quotation marks at the beginning, quotation marks at the end, and then my citation. So for my citation, I need to put, if this will work, I need to put parentheses and the name of the author. So let's see. This one does not have an author, so we'll use Barrington-Irving's last name. So we'll put the author's last name, we'll put Irving. So I'm going to put parentheses, author's last name, comma, and then the page number. There is not a page number, so well, yeah, I guess there is. So page 1, page 2, okay, it was on page 2. So Irving, comma, 2, close parentheses, and then period, because it's the end of a sentence. Now I need to give a lead-in. There's a link here. You can look at some lead-in examples. I'm going to come up with one from my head. I'm going to say, in the passage, I'm going to write the name of the passage, Barrington-Irving, the author states he, so there's my lead-in. In the passage, Barrington-Irving, the author states he, and then it will go into my quote. So I'm going to put a comma now. Last thing I need is my commentary. So I have my assertion that explorers show perseverance. I have my evidence that he went through the thunderstorm, went through the monsoons, and touched down. Now I need to explain my thought process, why I chose this quote, how this quote shows that Barrington, Irving, or explorers had perseverance. So I'm going to write that. This evidence shows explorers need perseverance because Barrington had to face a lot of obstacles to achieve his goal. He went through thunderstorms and other disasters, but not giving up allowed him to, eventually succeed. So that is just a little description of how to write your body paragraph. I could add to this, edit this, revise this, which is a step that will come, but this is a good starting point. So I hope that was helpful to you on writing your body paragraphs.